everyone, Jerry here from iROCK Music School. Thank you very much for tuning in. Today we are going to be learning the D chord. Let's get straight into it. Rightio, so here we go with level 1. The first way to play a D note for level 1 is to play the open 4th string. So we count up from the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4. And there we have it, there's our D root note. We can also find the D root note on the 5th string, on the 5th fret. And the other good place to find the D note is on the top string, on the 10th fret. Now if you're after some higher sounding D notes, you can also find them here. 3rd fret on the 2nd string. That same D note can be found on the 7th fret on the 3rd string. See you at level 2. Okay, so for level 2 we're going to do power chords. If you take your first finger and put it in the 2nd fret on the 3rd string, and you play the middle 2 strings, so the 3rd and the 4th, and you play them together at the same time. That's a D5 or a D power chord. You can play that same power chord by taking your first finger, putting it back on that D note on the 5th fret on the 5th string, and get your 3rd or your little finger and put it on the 7th fret on the 4th string. And you play the 4th and the 5th string together. And then you can play that same power chord again by putting your first finger on the top string on the 10th fret and your little finger or your 3rd on the 12th fret on the 5th string. On this level we'll be learning the open chord. So to play the open chord, you take your first finger and you put it on the 3rd string in the 2nd fret. Take your 2nd finger and put it on the bottom string in the 2nd fret, and then take your 3rd finger and put it in the 3rd fret on the 2nd string. And when you're playing this D chord, you play the bottom 4 strings, but you can get away with playing the bottom 5 strings, and that sounds really good as well. Some people will even go as far sometimes as to put their thumb and wrap it around the top, so that thumb is actually playing the 2nd fret on the top string, which is an F sharp. It's the same note as the bottom string there, and you get D with an F sharp in the bass. But if we're just playing the normal old D, play the bottom 4 or 5 strings with the fingers in the places I suggested. And here we are at level 4. Now to play the level 4 we're going to do the bar chords just like we did for the C chord. Now the first one I'll show you will be the 6th string bar chord. Remember I call it a 6th string bar chord because the root note is on the 6th string. And these 3 fingers here, this shape is based on the open E chord shape. And then this first finger does the barring. So if you put your first finger on the D note there, which is the top string 10th fret, flatten that first finger out so that all of these notes here are being played by the first finger. 2nd finger goes in the 11th fret on the 3rd string, 3rd finger goes on the 12th fret on the 5th string, and the little finger goes directly underneath that, the 4th string, the 12th fret. That's our D chord. Now the other one is the 5th string bar chord. So to play that, you start off with the power chord we learnt back at level 2. So the first finger goes on the 5th fret on the 5th string, and then put your 3rd finger on the 7th fret on the 4th string. Get your 3rd finger and flatten it. And remember we talked about this when we did the C chord. We're trying to get a little bit of a dip in your finger right there so that the bottom string is being muted by that finger right there. And then when you play, you're only going to play those middle 4 strings, so 5, 4, 3 and 2. Remember this chord is based on the open A chord shape. Alright, that's the part that looks like the A chord, or it's taken from the A chord. There you have it. That's the D chord, everyone. Hope you went really well with it. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube page. You can find us on Facebook and Twitter. And you can also find us at the website at www.irockmusicschool.com.au. See you next time.